What's good, real life visionaries, man? You know, you got your boy Wolf and you got my dog MikeLarry in the building. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I can't. That whole theme song and intro, that just be going so hard, bro.
What?
So hard.
So we be seeing us bopping, bro. That's what
Right. Man, I might play that bit back over. But nah, that just goes so hard. Yeah, man. I know we've been gone for a minute. Gone for 1 minute, gone for 1 minute, you feel me? But
Hey,
we back now.
we back.
That draft. We here to speak about that draft. That draft.
A lot of shockers.
Draft. Yep.
A lot of shockers. A lot of stuff where we already knew. Probably okay. We already knew he was going number 1 or he going number 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but ooh, that's one thing about sport. These drafts. You be like, man, you want to see what teams get, what the teams pick. You be like, is you gonna pick the right? Oh, why you pick him? We need to go old tackle. We need offense, but we ain't the GMs. We just like
some of the GMs to get fired, but yeah, we ain't the GMs.
Yeah, we ain't the GMs, but I think sometimes, like, man, you know what? I think I could make a better pick than that GM.
That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're not going to even start with to me, the most surprising thing. We're going to go down from the draft class. The draft 1 through 10. See like who got drafted, who we think is a good fit for that team, their position, and then we got to rock to the most surprising thing. Even though everybody knows what the most surprising thing is. So let's start from number 1. We got Cam Ward. I think everybody knew Cam Ward was going number 1. I feel like the top 2 picks were solid. Like we knew who the top 2 picks. May not.
Yeah.
We probably didn't know the order, but we knew
they was gonna be in the top, at least top 3 or something. We already knew that they was.
Some of us thought the top 3 deserved somebody else inside of there too, but that person ain't was making to the first round. But
but I want to say is that I think Titans needed a quarterback. People thought that Will Levis was going to be the future, but he showed promises the year before. You know what I'm saying, taking them to comeback wins and stuff. But this year it was like injuries, and he was inconsistent. So I think it was a good pick for the Titans to get Cam Ward. Cam Ward had over 39 passing touchdowns, 7 interceptions in the 2024 campaign for Miami. Could have led them to the playoffs, but they lost the final game. I think it was the ACC championship game, if I'm not mistaken. But I think Cam is a good fit for the Titans. Great passer, great arm. He can throw in tight windows. Like I've seen a couple of games when he was with the Hurricanes, and he extends the play like a Lamar Jackson, but instead of like mostly running, he can dodge tacklers, extend it, waiting for the receiver to get to that area where he's about to throw it. I think all around, when we said the top 2 quarterbacks, we said Shador and Cam. Even before the season started, I said I think Cam got the upside over Shador. Overall, I think good pick for the Titans, though. They needed that future quarterback, and I think they have it in Cam. Just a little stuff he need to work on. I did say that he extends the play, but sometimes he extended too much where he gets sacked for a big loss, or he might throw in a costly interception when he could have took off and ran, or he tried to force a pass in there where he should have never forced it out, just throw it away. But it's going to be a learning curve for Cam.
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, he do got an arm. He could get out of the pocket, but he's not going to be like Lamar Jackson and scramble all the time. Like you said, dog tackles. I think he kind of reminds me of Steve McNair, especially going to Titans.
Yeah.
Kind of remind me of a Steve McNair, because we know Steve McNair, he can't scramble, but he wasn't like a Vic. He wasn't like even not like Dante Culpepper either, but he was able to move.
Or McNabb, I think.
Or perfect. Or McNabb. There we go. But I think he's solid on the Titans. I've seen his the draft day interview and how emotional he got. It just shows how seriously he takes his game, how seriously he takes everything. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he'll be a great leader. He'll turn into a great leader.
Oh, he will.
For the Titans. So promising. I don't see them doing anything this year, but I do feel like his second, third year, they could start making a higher push, depending on draft, depending on that draft class and stuff like that too. I feel like having weapons, and I feel like he could be a dynamic quarterback.
It depends on what the Titans build around him as well, because you got that young quarterback. They gotta build their. I think the O-line is decent. You know, they can add more depth to it. They got a good run game. Receivers are decent receivers, which they'll probably pick up some more good ones at the end during free agency. You know what I'm saying? Or if they're doing trade, they could, or probably pick up another good receiver in the draft. Diamond in the rough, they might find in the second round. So
true.
Like I said, good pick for the Titans. Can't wait till his rookie year. Hopefully, have a good rookie start, like at least close to what CJ Stroud had his rookie season. You know what I'm saying?
He went crazy.
He went crazy. So hope Cam have that that type of season for his first year.
He deserves it.
Yeah, he really does. So
and
then for him to not be top recruit out of college, I think he started D2.
He was 0 stars. Out of high school, he was a 0-star recruit. That's out of high school. Like he always started from 0.
0 star. Not even one.
Not even one, bro.
Wasn't even recruited, and then went to it's crazy. Transferred to Miami. Went to I forgot the name of it. I'm looking at it now. Incarnated Word for 2 seasons, and then Washington State for another 2, and then had the breakout year with Miami. So you see the growth.
That's crazy.
So hopefully he have a good one. I think he will.
Number 2, big dog Travis Hunter.
So before we start, we know Cleveland had that number 2 pick. They dropped down, and I'm gonna tell you why. We talked about this off camera. I think Cleveland did not want him to play 2 positions. I don't think they had in the mindset. I don't think they had in the mindset of like, okay, we're gonna put Travis. We're gonna use your wide receiver and DB. I think Cleveland was like, hey, you're gonna let's focus on this position first. Or they probably talked to him, and he probably told him like, look, I want to play both positions. And Cleveland probably said, I don't.
They ain't see the vision. They ain't see the vision.
I think, and plus Cleveland, they still got some decent receivers as well. I think they got 3 good targets. So I think they probably said, where would you fit in next to? I think they got Jerry Jeudy, Cooper, and then they got I forgot what his name. Jono Smith. No, not Jono Smith. In Dunku. I think that's his name.
Dunku. I think the issue with that is they kind of want to see him more as a corner than a receiver. So but I feel like given the opportunity to play 2, this man's going to be revolutionizing the game of football, because there's going to be a lot of kids want to come in trying to play 2 positions too. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like,
and I can imagine the video game, they're going to have to switch it up now. Like, oh snap!
About that, Madden just dropped it. I think they said it's coming out the 29th. Madden 2025. They just dropped Travis Hunter inside the game, and they got him as a 99 as a receiver and as a corner.
Dang.
So they're saying that you can pick him on your team, and he plays both positions. So that's already that's dope, bro.
Just imagine, he didn't even play it down yet, and they're already turning stuff around from the video game until in the NFL back when nobody was playing two positions. Maybe Dion played it every once in a while, but he wants to play almost like full time. Like, hey, I don't care. Hey, you see me in college. Once I got off give me like second, third down. Let me stay on the field on the offense. Then when fourth down comes, the kick return, they get back on defense. He's already first and second down playing corner. So hopefully,
so tough, bro. They're gonna be so tough.
Like I said, NFL is a different breed. So we've seen players dominate college and then get into the NFL and just be lackluster. So
yeah,
let's see how he adapts to it, which I think he'll adapt real well to it.
I think so too.
I think he'll probably get caught up on defense, a couple of plays or whatever. But once he adapt to it, he'll be a talented double position superstar. And then going back to his home, coming back to Florida, from West Palm, he's going to Duval. Playing with Trevor Lawrence. They get to play with Trevor Lawrence, another young, nice, talented quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Gets to play wide receiver. I don't know if they got Calvin Ridley, but I know they got another decent receiver on Jacksonville. So Jacksonville,
they got fly.
Jacksonville, and don't remind you, these guys 2 years ago was in the playoffs. Jacksonville made it to the playoffs. Injuries last year, messed them up. Trevor Lawrence didn't play a whole season. Half the team was hurt. So bringing a dynamic player like Travis Hunter into your scheme of things, I can't wait to see him, ball out.
Yeah, I think for the Browns to allow Jacksonville to trade up, basically, I think he landed at the perfect team. Yeah, because Browns not a bad team at all. It's just that I feel like he will work better with the Jaguars, and he has a better chance with the Jaguars. So I think he landed perfectly where he needed to be, playing both positions. I feel like he's going to be mainly corner, and let's say he may not do first down for as a receiver, but he may do second and third.
Yep.
He may not do first down for a corner, but he may do second and third. You know what I'm saying? And if they keep the team out there on fourth down, I'm pretty sure he should be in clutch moments at any given time. So imagine playing second and third on defense and second and third on offense. Yeah. Or first, second, and third on defense and just second and third on offense. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's going to get the snaps. They're going to use him any kind of way. They're going to use him in wide receiver reverses, slants, short yardage game probably.
And he's so athletic. I want to see him in the jump ball too.
Oh yeah,
he's so athletic, bro. So athletic. Man, I'm happy for this man. I feel like he's gonna do something big.
Next draft person, we got Abdul Carter, an edge rusher from Penn State. Last year, he led the nation with 23.5 tackles for losses. A lot of analysts say that it was a bad pick for the Giants because they didn't need a defensive end. They got Brian Burns, a great edge rusher. The Giants picked up from the Panthers in a trade. I guess they wanted to beef up their defense, but their main concern is on the offensive end. If you look at it last season, they was terrible on the offense. They couldn't really move the ball. This is why I thought that Shador was going to get at least drafted. The Giants did need to put. They do got Russell Wilson, but Russell's at that age now. Why are you? Is it a win now team? No. Is it a rebuild team? Yes. And that's where I think they should have picked up the quarterback that they need. But I guess they felt that, like I said, we'll get towards it, talk about him after we talk about it. But I don't think they said he was the right fit for the Giants. But,
yeah, I do feel like they should have gotten Shador or a quarterback. I feel like Giants always had that. It reminded me of the time of Michael Stranahan, Jeremy Shockey, all them boys that was there, right? I feel like Giants is just known for their defense in that sense, and rush defense. I feel like they're trying to build back up that type of quote unquote narrative of the old Giants. Like, just have great edge rushers. You know what I'm saying? But the defense only could help you to a certain point because when you got no offense, then you're looking at a low scoring game. You know what I'm saying? Super low scoring game.
And then your defense, they're going to get tired regardless. So
this is true. Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it's a bad, like people say, it's a bad pick for the Giants. It's a great pick. In their minds, it probably is a great pick. Like, hey, we're gonna build. Let's start from the ground up. We start from the defense first. Offense, we'll take care of that probably through free agency or pick some offensive players in the second round. You know what I'm saying? So picking a good edge rusher, yes, they can use him as linebacker or put Brian Burns at the linebacker position. Move Abdul up to the edge rusher, defensive end, so he can play both linebacker and defensive end. So we'll see how that one goes. The next one is the offensive tackle for the Patriots. I think a good pick. Last year they was 31st in the pass block for Drake May. Drake was just getting crushed in the backfield, getting sacked a lot. Like I said, watching the Dolphins game, he was getting sacked 3-4 times in that game. To
be fair, the Dolphins be doing that to a lot of people though.
but
yeah, now they tried.
They're Patriots. I think need a lot. I don't think Drake May. I don't think he's gonna be the future of that team as a quarterback. I think
I thought Shador possibly could have went there too, but just because I guess they're still trying him out. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to bring in another quarterback. But I thought Shador should have went 3 or 4.
Yep. Two teams that probably need a
quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Two teams that need a quarterback. The other team that went from number 2 to number 5 go down to the Browns. They probably needed a quarterback too, because I don't see Deshaun Watson. Did they get a quarterback? Because Deshaun, I'm trying to think. No, they don't have a quarterback.
I think, matter of fact, hold on.
Because Justin Fields went to the Jets. Russ went to, I think, the Giants. If I'm not mistaken, I think Russ went to the Giants. I keep saying
the Browns got 2 out of the first 4 picks tonight, second round.
Okay, so it ain't over yet, so they can.
The Browns gonna get them. The Browns have to. I will throw this on the floor and drag my toenails across everything, bro. Because ain't no way, bro. Because they need a quarterback. They got 2 out of the next 4 picks. Out of the top 4 picks, they gotta get them. If they don't get them at 1, they gotta get them at 4.
Yeah. So
it's not
the Browns. They picked the defensive tackle, help out Myles Garrett on their front line. Myles Garrett still a beast.
Yeah.
And basically just scrapping up their front 4, which I think the pass rush wasn't good, but for them to beef up the front 4, they did a good job. They helped Myles Garrett. So Browns, let's see what y'all do, because sometimes y'all be having teams and I don't know what's going on.
Man, when they had what's the running back name?
Nick Chubb,
bruh. Them boys had a squad. Boys had a squad.
Yes.
Number 6, Ashton Jensen. Hey, I'm actually looking forward to him, for real. I feel like the running back position's been just dying off slowly, just dying slowly. You have a few that like makes a big like they have a big name, but I feel like he's one of those who could actually have that star power. I thought he was shorter than what he is. I really thought he was like 5'6", 5'7". I know he kind of swole, but he actually turned to be 5'9". You know what I'm saying? So I thought like how fast he is, how strong he is, his awareness of the hole and everything. I feel like he could make a big impact on the ground and actually kind of jumpstart and push that running back narrative again.
Yeah.
So I got high hopes for him, man.
Like I said, a good pick for the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Their quarterback issue. They got, I think another team probably could have got a quarterback. They got Geno Smith, which there's nothing wrong with Geno. I think a decent quarterback. But
Yeah.
I think they wanted to go running back because their run game was average. Wasn't like, oh, give him the ball and he gonna take off. So they did a great job picking that Jonathan. Because I think the first 5 teams you could look at, it didn't really need a running back. They just filled what they really need. Titans needed a quarterback. Jacksonville already have a running back and quarterback, so they need another playmaker and a person that they could play on defense. So everybody else, I think, went for what they needed, and I think that if you I'm looking at the roster now, the Raiders, they didn't really have like a dominant running back that you can look for. So I think it was a good pick for the Raiders to get an explosive. He led the NCAA in rushing over 2,000 yards rushing. That's the one I thought that was going to win the Heisman.
Heisman, yeah. So I ain't gonna lie, that was tough. I think the Travis Hunter versus Ashton was tough. Just how I think the NBA MVP with Shea versus Joker is gonna be tough.
Mm-hmm.
That was a close.
And what Ashanti, that's the name. I don't want to pronounce it wrong, but I say Genty. I know his last name Genty. He's gonna have veteran running backs. We got Raiders picked up Raheem Mostert, former Dolphins, fast Raheem Mostert. They got him, so he's gonna be learning from a lot of veteran running backs. When he gets to the NFL. So we'll see how he do. Like I said, different breed when you get to the NFL. A different breed.
It is. The people there are bigger, stronger, and faster. So it's different.
Yep. And he was also a good receiving back as well. Catching the ball out the backfield, leading all running backs in the FBS. So he had like over 569 yards receiving in 2023, 2 years ago. So
this man is nasty, bro. But also he's gonna have a bigger, stronger O-line as well. You know what I'm saying? So kind of equaled itself out to a certain extent.
Next team, the Jets. They got an offensive tackle. That's all you need to know.
Oh, that's funny.
And to make it so bad, the Jets last year selected an offensive tackle. So they go 2 years in a row, offensive tackle. Well, I guess you got to beef up the line because you got Justin Fields as your quarterback. So
that is true. Yeah.
Everyone wants to see Justin. I want to see Justin Fields shine, but now he's on the Jets.
Me too.
He on the Jets. I don't want to see him shine on me.
Oh, yeah.
We got to play him twice a year.
Yeah. Number 8 from Arizona. I'm gonna call him McMillan. I don't know how to pronounce his first name.
Oh, the Panthers, Carolina.
Yeah, no. I'll say he's from Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got drafted by the Panthers. He's tough. He's big though. He's
6'4", 219.
He's pretty solid. I could see him playing more on the inside, but when I was watching some of the highlights, I'm like, he could move. He could actually move. He's big. I think that's a great a pick for the Panthers.
Yeah, I think it's a great pick as well.
Yeah.
They get younger at the receiver depth. Gives Bryce Young another big target where you just throw 50-50 balls up there for him.
That's exactly what it is. Yep.
They did have Adam Thielen. He was getting older, so get more targets for Bryce Young. Bryce Young had a great second year. He did better second year than his rookie year. We saw some shades of greatness coming for Bryce Young. So just giving him another big target, 6'4", up there in the goal line. Just imagine just throwing it up to a 6'4" receiver, and he coming down with the touchdown. So great. I think it was a good pick for the Panthers.
Especially you got him on the outside, and you throw on the outside or jump on the outside. Yeah.
Yeah. So they beef up their offense. They're gonna have a fun, young, exciting offense. So I think it was a good pick for the Panthers going at receiver, because you do lose Adam Thielen. He was 34, 35 years old, older receiver. Not gonna be there that long. So why not just draft a young receiver for Bryce Young? So, like I said, hopefully he comes out real good in the NFL.
Sir, number 9, the 9th pick we got from the Saints, Kelvin Banks. Who's the Saints? Hold on, I'm trying to figure out the Saints quarterback. Is it they got Flacco?
Do they have Flacco? I think there was another team that needed a quarterback. I think Saints needed a quarterback too.
Yeah, I think he got Joe Flacco. That's why. Yeah, I think he needed a quarterback.
Oh, Joe Flacco. 40-year-old Joe Flacco? Going.
I do think they got Flacco.
So the Saints picked up offensive tackle. They didn't pick up the 5th-year option on their right tackle, Trevor Penning. So they're making that spot. So they made a spot basically a key component what they needed on the team. So it do strengthens up their offensive line.
For who?
That is true. Yeah, who is it? I gotta go search this up because
I think it might be Joe Flacco, bro, if not mistaken. They do need a quarterback though.
On here it still shows Derek Carr. They still need a quarterback. Even if Derek Carr, right.
I don't think Derek Carr is still their quarterback, maybe. But if that is, then they still need a quarterback for sure.
Yeah, I feel like there's another team that could be in the rebuild. Yeah, they need a quarterback. Looking on the Saints roster now. Like I said, they probably didn't update yet. Looking on the roster. They got some dude named Ben DiNucci. Yeah, they need a quarterback. They need a quarterback. You mean Jake Hayden? Yeah.
Yeah, they need a quarterback. I think they in the top 10 pick for the second round.
They got Spencer Rattler. I think they need a quarterback.
I think they like number 8, I believe.
In the second round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shador got 2 Browns and 1 Saints. He got to go in the top 10 second round. He got to. Top 10 second round.
Don't forget, he got Raiders too. I think Raiders need a QB. He got Geno Smith.
I mean, okay, quick question. It's a side note, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you take Shador? It's the uncertainty. He never played an NFL game. Mm-hmm. He didn't work out with no NFL during the combine. Are you taking Shador over Geno Smith?
All right, so if I'm the Raiders, because Raiders is in the middle of that pack, Geno did take the Seahawks to the playoffs a couple of years back.
A couple of years. Talk about give 2 years max. So like last season and season before that, like what? That Geno.
I would have to go Geno.
I think I'll go Geno. It's too much uncertainty coming with Shador and the developing stage and all of that stuff. So it's like do you get Shador if you're the Raiders? I wouldn't. I wouldn't, because you got Geno.
But I will still, okay, so let's say if I draft him and he doesn't play 2 years, he'll still get that learning process behind Geno.
You think Shador is going to play second string quarterback?
Hey, you can't start right away. Cam Ward can start right away, because you know why? Titans don't have a quarterback. If a team, let's say for example, your Eagles draft Shador, he
I will break my leg and beat myself with it. Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt.
But for example, if a team that, let's say they have a quarterback and say, okay, we was decent last year with that quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say Miami for a second. Tua. Okay. Everybody else had that uncertainty about Tua. Okay, we're going to try Tua for a couple of games. If he start messing up, we'll throw Shador in there and see what Shador can do. I think that's what some teams can do, but I don't think throwing them.
You can do that, but I don't think I'm gonna waste a pick on that. If he a free agent, sure. Now, if he falls to the 4th round, 3rd round, then yeah. For my first 2 rounds, I don't think I'm gonna waste a pick on that if I have a quarterback. Like you said, Tua, uncertainty, concussions, all that stuff, multiple concussions, right? It's not even about Tua messing up on the field, because he plays a great game. Actually, it's just that he's injury prone.
His health, yeah,
exactly. So it's like, if you lose Tua, the season's done. So do you pick up somebody who could potentially still push you through? Yeah, but not the first 2 rounds. I still got Tua. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 3rd, maybe 4th. 4th and lower for sure. But my first 3, especially my first 2, is too significant for the season that I don't think. I would rather get someone to protect Tua, to prevent that from happening, versus getting someone to replace Tua or step in if he gets injured.
I get that.
Yeah, I want to see definitely where he's gonna land, because it's gonna be interesting. Because if he got to play backup.
And the last player in the top 10, we're only doing, like I said, the first 10. Is Colston Loveland, the tight end from Michigan. The Bears get the Lions offensive coordinator he's the new head coach. So when he had a tight end at the Lions, so I guess he picks, you got to beef up the tight end position. Bears tight end wasn't that good. It gives Caleb Williams another big target. Get a 6'6", 248 tight end.
Bro, he can play both tight end and receiver. That man, he big, bro.
He can block as well too. So he did a good job for Michigan in their season. So I think it was a good pickup for the Bears. Get them another threat for Caleb Williams in his second year. Let him do good. So
great pick for him. Great pick. Yeah.
Now we get to the real story.
Even though we tapped on a couple times, Shador not even being drafted the first round. I don't think anybody. If you look up all the stats, they were saying that him being drafted in the top 5 was like 90%. On draft day, they kind of pushed it back. It was like maybe the Steelers. So they were saying top 20, 99%. Sorry, 98%. That didn't happen. After they got past the Steelers in the top 20, which was like, I think, 21st pick, then they said that he will get drafted in the first round. 99%. He did not get drafted in the first round, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy.
And just imagine, he started off as 1-2 quarterback, Cam and him. Who's going number 1? Who's going number 2?
Yep.
And to drop out of the first round, hopefully he gets picked in this early second round.
He got it. I got him in top 10. He got to. I'm trying to see Jackson Dart. So to have another quarterback get picked get picked before Shador. Even though the two people we always talking about, it was Cam and Shador. They had a little commercial, they showed a little training thing together, both of them. It was Cam and Shador. You know what I'm saying? To a point, it was like, who's going 1, who's going 2, and even with Travis Hunter, who's going 3. They were supposed to be top 3 picks. Then there was like potentially maybe top 5. Potentially. Not getting drafted in the first round is crazy. That's crazy. And we know it happened to Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't do anything about it but push through. But what I can say, if he get picked by a team that already has a solid, decent quarterback to a point that there's not going to be fighting for the position, he's not in a good position to prove anybody wrong. You know what I'm saying?
And he didn't help himself out when all these reports coming out that coming late to practice and not showing the work ethic like Cam showed when he was with Miami. You know, if something bad said, "Oh, that's on me," You know what I'm saying? I seen in games where Cam said, "That's my fault. Shador, he'll say, "Oh, look." Who was? I think it was the analyst that said that if anytime he mess up, go run the tape back. He fell on the route, or he did that, or he messed up, or he's not taking the blame for himself. He's not being a leader. So
they're saying that he don't hold accountability. He don't take accountability. His swag and his style and his confidence over exceed his actual playing ability. So it's like it's tough for somebody to come in there with no NFL experience
and think you run it all.
and think you run it all. Now, if you halfway during the season, if you completed one whole season and you get that swag, because if you come out like CJ Stroud, then that's different. Yeah. Halfway through the season, we was like, oh, this it's not even close for Rookie of the Year. It's not even close. You know what I'm saying? Because he was going the fuck off, so he could talk his shit. There was arguing to a point like, damn, is he in the MVP talk? Because he was going crazy. That's how you show people without speaking. You don't gotta talk.
And I think it gives off the nonchalant. Well, I'm a Sanders, so y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like he's using the name because they're gonna pick me. I'm gonna put seats in. I'm gonna put butts in seats. I'm Sanders. I'm Shador. I could throw 12 touchdowns and 20 interceptions. I'm Shador. You know what I'm saying? So not 12 touchdowns, 20 interceptions. No, but he shows that nonchalant, and I think executives don't want that. They don't want you're not gonna come here and think just because we drafted you, you're gonna be the top quarter. You're gonna be the leader of the team right away. No, you gotta earn your respect, and I think executives feel like by seeing tape and by looking at his work ethic, they say you're not showing accountability. You're not showing us that it's I'm the quarterback. I'm gonna take fault for it. You're like, I'm the quarterback, but he ain't do his job. He ain't do that. He ain't cut here. He ain't do that. He ain't block. No. You know what I'm saying? That's not being a leader. And I think that's why some executives see that he's not showing leadership. Look at Cam. Cam showing leadership. He showed every game showing how he's getting better and better and better. So Shador doesn't show that. I'll be shocked if Shiloh gets drafted before him.
Yeah, nah. Like I said, I already told you, I'm gonna throw this stuff down. Nah,
but we want to see him.
Shiloh energy is different. Shiloh is that he's smiling, he's having fun, and it's the humbleness about Travis Hunter. He having fun. He getting lit, but it's still the humbleness about him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come in there differently. At the end of the day, if you think about it, it's still a job.
And look at last night I was watching it. Got his own draft room. He got the medallion. he got the hats on, which one he go grab from the things. Oh, they drafted on, grab this one, put it on. That shows cockiness. Like, you too cocky. That's what it's showing. That's why I bet you Pittsburgh was like, let's give him a call. And they saw the video of him saying, you know what? Put the phone down. We'll play with Mason Rudolph.
I seen that. I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of cringy. I'm like, come on. See all the teams with the hat, logo. I'm like, in the old room, like you were saying. I'm like, oh, come on, bro.
It's showing Hollywood style. Like, you want to be a Hollywood superstar.
That's
like,
bingo. You hit the nail on the head.
Mm-hmm.
Come off like he's a Hollywood star. You wasn't even at the draft.
Nope.
All the top players were at the draft.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, God. Yeah, that's
I want to see him succeed. You know what I'm saying? I want him to see, but he's going by it the wrong way to me. Maybe some people, they might say, "Oh, it ain't because of that. They ain't doing it because of this and this, because that's Deion's son." No, it's, if you really look at what he's doing stuff like at draft party. Got his people when they have draft parties. You see most everybody in the living room. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, that's cool. But if you're supposed to be the people talking saying you're one of the higher draft picks, you know, you could be there. Yeah. Brady Quinn back in the day was a high draft pick, but he was still he went, but he didn't get drafted the top tier that he thought he was. Lamar Jackson the same way. You know, they went, they respected the draft. You know what I'm saying? But why do all that? You got all the hats thing. You got this big chain on and swagging around. Like, but remember that thing you said when him and Cam was practicing together, and the man said, "Hey, you throwing it wrong. You ain't doing it right."
Yeah, because he was too busy going back and forth with Cam, and Cam was doing the drill right, and then it was Shador's turn, and Cam was like, "Bro, you're not even doing the drill right." And then the guy had to come in and tell Shador, like, "Yeah, you're not doing the drill right. This is how you do it." You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's not fully paying. It's like he's not locked in. It's just he feels too entitled already, and that's not good because in the whole narrative of the whole Deion son, Travis. No offense to Travis Hunter, but Travis Hunter is basically like Deion's stepson.
Yeah,
that whole two positions thing, Deion. His name is associated with Deion. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's basically Deion's stepson, and he got picked the second pick of the draft. Why? It's the humbleness, it's the willingness to play, it's the showing the fun and not having that attitude like my shit don't stink and I'm better than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like all that matters because once again, it's still a job. And we had this conversation outside of the podcast, customer service. That's a skill, right? So if you take the skills of customer service and you apply it to somebody in the locker room, you help your teammates like you. If you're more likable, your teammates it's easier for your teammates to listen to you. And as a quarterback, you have to have that customer service type of skill in order to get your team, your offensive team, on track to listen to you, to trust you. If you don't have that, and you act like your shit don't stink, and you can't take accountability, they ain't gonna rock with you.
Exactly. They gonna look at you like he ain't serious. If he ain't serious, I ain't gotta be serious.
Yep.
That's point blank. And
owners gonna want that shit.
My last quote about Shador, I feel like he's trying to be like his father. Because, you know, prime time, we used to be prime time back then. That was back then. This is 2025. People don't want to see. First thing they'll say, "Oh, you being too cocky." Yes, they were saying it back then, but they wasn't saying it how they is now. Executive zone.
I feel like he solidified himself in some sort of way before he got up here with his time cockiness. You gotta do something first.
I think it started the last year Jackson State entering Colorado. That's when you saw the change when he got there. Like as soon as he got to Colorado, I'm gonna show y'all who I'm really in. Because he had his father backing him up. So what his father gonna do? Or they say, "Oh, you late for practice. You know what you gotta do? You gotta run drills." You know, he ain't care. He probably was running side by side with the fourth string quarterback, red shirt. Okay, man, I'm going to the draft. Come on, Pop say run. I'm a jog. Pop say sprint, I'm gonna walk. He gives. If you look at him, his attitude gives off. He don't give a damn about.
He don't give a damn.
Yeah, he like, I don't give a damn. I'm the quarterback. Quarterbacks run the league. They gonna listen to me, and that's it. If they tell me to scramble, I'm gonna stay in the pocket. They tell me to stay in the pocket, I'm gonna scramble. I'm the quarterback. But yeah, that's what he gives off. That's what he really gives off, though.
Right. My dog said, quarterback, outback, big back. I don't give a damn.
Lakers at 5.
Shit, Shador in 5. The 5th round, bitch. Man. But nah, I do want to see him succeed, but I do want him to earn the right to be braggadocious. I want him to earn the right to be that confident. Let's hit the word cocky out of it. To be that confident, I want him to earn that right. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be easy. So it's like you got to do more. You got to show something, and I believe in show before speaking. That's what I believe in. A lot of people believe in speaking before showing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if you're not showing nothing, you got to stay humble and be quiet.
Yep.
Let your game speak for you, and then after that, if you want to talk your shit, talk your shit. If you the best, you top 5 already, talk your shit. But you can't do it prior to that, bro.
And I'm this one last thing is that I feel like he's made money from the NIT.
NIL.
I mean NIL. And he doesn't. I don't think he really cares about if I play 2
NFL money.
Yeah, I don't think he really cares because he's like, I play 2. Okay, I could be a movie star or something. You know what I'm saying? I could do this. I could go do something else and make more money. And I feel like that's what that attitude brings. Like when he first started, and executives say they didn't like, the demeanor and his attitude. He shows that like nonchalant, like, if I don't play, I don't play. I'm still making money. That's what it shows. That's what it shows.
Yep.
But hopefully tonight he gets drafted.
Like I said, top 10. It better be top 10. If it ain't top 10, bro, I don't know what to tell you. That's that. Ooh. You feel me? From top 3 to, if it's not second round, oh shit. I'm gonna be watching it though. I got to. Shout out to everybody who got drafted. Shout out to everybody who's gonna get drafted.
I hope y'all have an excellent career.
I was just about to say that because it's tough, bro. Imagine your whole entire life you pushing to go to the NFL and you get drafted. So y'all get drafted. I hope y'all have an amazing career. Even the people who's undrafted, keep pushing because a lot of undrafted people still make it big. You know what I'm saying? So same thing, keep pushing. Don't let nothing take you off your course. But one thing though is 2 things. You got to keep on the grind and you got to remain humble.
Yep.
Because God will find a way to humble you when you 2 up there. God will find a way to humble you.
Oh, he will.
Being unhumble, I don't know if that's a word, but not being humble doesn't mean you're great. Yep. You can say and talk a lot of shit you want, and that doesn't. Your words does not make you great. Your flashiness does not make you great. It's the action you put within the lines of what you're trying to do, which is sports. It could be school. It could be a job. It could be anything. It's just that's what makes you great. The effort and the accomplishments you put within that. It's not your words, not how you dress.
The effort, the practice, just the dedication of this is what I want to be. I want to be better at. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go out there and shine. Not be nonchalant like, so I don't care. I go out there. Hey, you're throwing the ball wrong. Man, I've been throwing this ball since college days. And I know how to throw the ball. Listen to what people are telling you. You never know. might make you even a better thrower or a better catcher or better whatever it is.
Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. Just to give y'all a little preview. We hear the talks. We know the Shannon Sharp thing, and we're gonna cover that. We letting y'all know we gonna cover that. The remaining we gonna cover that, especially waiting for Shador to get drafted. We definitely gonna cover that part. But the Shannon Sharp thing, we gonna cover that. Stephen A. Response, we gonna cover that. The new
we might have to add like 4 or 5 boxes there. We gonna have 6 people talking about this.
we gonna cover all of that. The step down from ESPN. We gonna cover that. We gonna cover that. It's gonna be an episode on its own because it's a lot to digest. But we gonna cover that.
We gonna
cover how LeBron had approached Stephen A. Smith, but then Kevin Gates said something to LeBron, and Kevin Gates was frontline center the Lakers game, and LeBron never approached him. We gonna cover that. We gonna cover that. It's a lot to cover. It's a lot to uncover. We gonna cover it.
It's a lot. Wait for more content, man. I know we've been slacking. I've been slacking. I give you my prediction.
He been slacking. Now play.
I've been slacking about the WrestleMania thing, the aftermaths and stuff, but it's like we've been slacking. We've been a lot been going on. Work. My dog Wolf got working on the new books coming out.
Yes, sir. 2 books coming out.
And King Reese somewhere there eating a big meal.
Oh my god. This is fact, but oh my god.
Wow, shots fired.
Shots fired. Hey, but appreciate everybody who support, who be liking the video, commenting. Make sure you still do that. Everybody who subscribe, everybody who follow the Instagram page, the TikTok, and also the YouTube page. We try to post more consistently. I know my dog Larry been pushing through. Especially he's doing his TikTok by himself because my phone kind of messed up. You feel me? You got tape right here holding it down. The screen be looking messed up at times. So I can't even download TikToks. How bad this is. So we get a new phone though. It's coming on Wednesday. We get a new phone. But look at the screen. Look at the screen already. See, I ain't playing around already. The screen. I ain't even touched the bit. Look at that, acting stupid. So yeah, but we gonna start being a little bit more consistent. We got to. For everybody who follow us, I mean, y'all follow us for a reason. So we can't really let y'all down. So you want to start pushing some more, trying to get this to like a bigger platform. But yeah, man, stay tuned. Cause like I said, we gave y'all a preview. What we gonna talk about next?
Yes, we did.
You got any last words?
Nah, shout out to all the followers, all the people that watching the content, especially on the TikTok. Like I see the views, we hit 600, 500 views. We see you looking, but hit that follow button, hit the subscribe button on YouTube, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? It helps us build more content, and we're gonna be more persuasive and more dedicated to putting more content out for you guys.
It's facts. This is facts. So once again, we truly appreciate y'all. Y'all stay tuned, stay locked in. Make sure you hit the notification bell too.
Yes,
Make
sir.
sure. RLV, we out.